Good day. My name is Kaden Madzokere, and today is the 18th of May 2020, and we are still going through the lockdown here in South Africa. Right. I was showing this portfolio in the morning, and I've made a deposit of 3,000 there. So you see, there's cash, and so I'm going to make a decision and buy something. But before I make the purchase, I just want to give you an overview and show you some of the things that have happened due to COVID-19 lockdown. All right, so if you check most of the stocks, let me see, over 6 months, Sasol, this is Sasol. Okay, now the oil prices have been going down before we even implemented the lockdown here in South Africa. But Sasol is trading on the JSE, so yes, the stock has been going down mainly due to oil prices dropping over the time. And during this drop, this huge drop here is as a result of the lockdown. Okay. If you look at the dates, it will show you, yes, it was around that time in March. Now, when the stock went right here, 30 Rand a share, this was the right time to be buying Sasol. Okay. So many people, if you didn't buy, you see, you can still buy. But the price has almost doubled already, because no, more than doubled, because it was at 30 Rand here, 24, and now it's 81. So if you had put something like 100,000, you'd be having 200,000 just because of this small movement. Okay. But now there's still time for you to buy. If you buy here and it goes down, it's fine. You can still buy more. And there'll come a time when Sasol is back to, around this trading position. I'll show you what has happened in America. Okay, then here is MTN. Again, it shows more or less the same thing. This was the time when lockdown was implemented and stocks went right to the ground. And now we see a recovery. So the lowest could be 29 Rand, and now it's trading at around 48 Rand. So if you bought MTN, you could have doubled your profit by now. Okay. Now, many companies did more or less the same. If I just look here, many graphs will look like this. The stock market crashed and then tried to recover, didn't get too much momentum and came back down again. But what it means as of today is it's the time to buy such companies like, CAP. Right, now let's see what happened in America. Okay, we have companies like Amazon. You see here we have Naspers. They do deliveries. You know what Amazon does. Before this market crash, this stock dropped and then it recovered very well. It's mainly because Amazon can do even way better now than they did before, because people are now buying online and so on, limiting travel and so on, so people can purchase online. So here in South Africa we can do it with Naspers, because if you look at Naspers, they own Takealot, they own Mr. D, and they are profiting so much due to the lockdown. When it was level 5, Naspers, the Takealot could do essential services, essential deliveries, and Mr. D was doing grocery deliveries as well. And then now we're down to level 4, and Mr. D, they are now delivering food, and like food from restaurants, and so the company is doing quite well. If you see what Naspers owns, News 24, anything that has 24, Property 24, and so on. So they're a media company and they are doing quite well. Okay. So you can buy Naspers as well, but it's quite expensive. If you look, this is what has happened. See, just like Amazon, Naspers, you'd expect it to do this. So buying Naspers today is too expensive for me. It's even higher than it's been over the last 6 months. Okay, so what I'm interested in buying at the moment is those stocks that are still right there at the ground, because the ones that have already recovered, like Naspers, is too late. You can't be buying in at this time. Okay, now if you look at our ETFs, let me start by showing you offshore ETFs. This one is a US ETF. It has stocks in like companies like Google, all those Apple and so on, all those big like blue chip American companies. Um, this is the ETF to buy if you want to go offshore. But now the problem is you were supposed to buy it on the 17th of March. Buying it now is too late. It's already expensive. If you want to take advantage of the market crash. So I mean, it's too late. You could have done it before. If you look at the UK one, more or less the same. It went down, but the good thing is it hasn't really recovered to where it was before the crash. So you can, jump in, but I wouldn't do that. If we look at the European one, okay, this is the European one. I think it's the one I was looking at. Let me see UK. Okay, so the European one and the UK one they are more or less the same. Let's see the Japanese one. Okay, the Japanese one, too late. It's already way higher than it was before the crash. So what we want to do is we are taking advantage of our South African companies that are still low. Look at Curo. If you are to buy Curo today, you are buying it at a discount. Even if it continues to go down and it reaches, okay, here it reached 4 rand something, and if you buy it at 7 rand, you haven't really lost your money, because yes, it's going to show as a loss, but it's going to recover eventually, and when it recovers you will make money. Okay, so and if it goes down to 4 after buying it at 7, that's perfect, because you are going to even buy more at a discount. And if it gets back to 17 rand, trust me, you will have made a lot of money. From 300,000 it can become 1 point something million rands. So it's that easy. Okay, so I'm going to purchase an ETF. Okay, I could purchase this one. Oh, I haven't talked about the South African ETFs. Now look here, the South African ETFs. You saw the foreign ETFs have gone up already. So buying them now wouldn't be a good thing to do. But look here, I could buy the banks, South African banks, at 9 rand 39 right now, or I could buy the same stock that I bought this morning, which is this one here, the dividends ETF. Okay, you can see it's still low, and it has a good chance of getting back to where it was before the crash. Okay, so that's the one that I'm going to make to purchase. So I'm going back to my accounts and I'm going to make another purchase. And the advantage of doing that is I've already been charged by Absa. So now if I make a purchase, it's going to be cheaper. All right, so I bought it at 1 rand 82 in the morning, and right now the best price that is being offered is 1 rand 83. Okay, I'm just going to take that price. I'm okay with the price. Okay, so here I'm going to say buy. Okay, if you checked in the morning when I say buy, the sell was not showing because I didn't own the stock. But now, since I already own it, I can either sell it or buy it. So now I'm going to buy it. Okay, how much do I have? 3,000. And since I have 3,000, I'm going to buy, say, 2,000 shares. Okay, then let me see how much I have. Oh, I have to say the price. So 183. And if I purchase there, I cannot afford. So I'm going to reduce to 1.8, 1,800. Let's see, 300 still cannot. Then now I'm going to say 1,750, maybe. Yes, 1,750. No. So 1,700. Okay. Right, this one I can afford. Yes, just a bit. 1,700. But what I can do also, I can just reduce the price by 1 cent. Okay, now I can afford. All right, you see here it says negative 157. It's because I know I've already paid the brokerage fee So yes, this trade is going to execute. Okay, so I say enter my order, and then it says insufficient, so I have to edit. Okay, right, I'm gonna do that, but let me just go back to the price. It's going to work out anyway. So 1600, let me take that. 1600. Okay, there's my 1600. Yes, I can clearly, then here it tells me the same thing it told me this morning, that the order is going to execute instantly. Okay, so that's okay. Right, then I press enter and submit. All right, now soon after entering, I can go and check today's order book, and you see what it tells me here. Today's matched order, the one I bought in the morning matched, the one I bought just now matched. So it means I've successfully made a purchase of the same stock twice. So now if I come back to my, you see that email again, it's confirming that I've made a purchase. So I have 162 Rand cash left, and the portfolio has gone up. It means something somewhere here has appreciated. I don't know what has appreciated, but whatever it is that went up, thank you, that's good. So today, if I check again on portfolio value summary, it's going to show me that I'm up 11,000. Okay, partially it's because of the cash deposited, but mostly it's the appreciation, the going up. Okay, right, so where are we? This is where we are. And thank you. I'll see you in the next lesson, in the next video, where I'm probably going to, so what I'll do is, when I deposit cash, be it today or any other day, I'm going to make a video and show you what I'm going to buy. And then in the long run, you are going to see what is going to happen to this portfolio. And you can see, yes, even if, okay, let me open everything here. Right, so Curo, even if we're down, I'm still very, very happy with what I see there. PPC is going down. Oh, okay, it's the one. So it went up. That's why the portfolio changed there. Okay, so it was PPC. And Steinhoff, it's still at 101. It was at 101 since morning, but it's up 1%, which is okay. Right, then the this is what I just increased. It was 4,000 something in the morning. Now I own 7,000 Rand worth of shares, and literally it's 4,000 shares that I own there. Right, and then the banks, I'm still going to buy more banks. If I get money today, I'm going to put a stop on this and start buying the banks. All right, so this is where we are, and I'll update again when I have to. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next